But here today, Jesus is determined to keep it real, and I'm determined to keep it real with you all as well. Can you type, maybe for the second time, keep it real? But not only that, the text helps us to see that Jesus is someone who desires that we keep it real. For Jesus, ain't no future in your fronting. For Jesus, ain't no future in you being fake. He wants us to keep it real. Jesus looks at a family who he is close to. They send him the word that their brother is dying, and Jesus, instead of turning around and going back in that moment, he goes 2 days further. His disciples say, hey, that's your boy. Why aren't you going back to him? Says this sickness is not unto death, but is that the glory might be revealed. He shows up 2 days later in that same space, and the sister runs out and says, had you been here, my brother would not have died. And Jesus looks at her, keeping it real, and simply says, do you believe me? Do you believe that I am the one that the scriptures point to, that I am in fact the resurrection and the life? She says, I believe in the resurrection religion. Jesus says, no, do you believe in me? Jesus keeps it real. You remember the 10 lepers who run to him, they want to be healed. Jesus says, all right, go show yourself to the priest. And on their way to show themselves to the priest, they discover they are healed. One of them, recognizing that he's healed, turns back to give the Lord praise, and Jesus keeps it real. He says, hey, wait a minute, wasn't it 10 of y'all who got healed? Where are the other 9? Yeah, Jesus keeps it real. You remember when the Pharisees, and even in certain contexts, the Sadducees was like, why are you fooling with the sinners and tax collectors? And Jesus looks up into the tree and he says to the gentleman who is a tax collector, I must be at your house today. Causes everybody to get upset. Jesus, what are you doing? Jesus keeps it real.